This is my first solo show in Taiwan. It means so much for me. We've been through and still experiencing a hard time since the early 2020 with the outbreak of the pandemic. For the first time, I think majority of people start to think about the meaning of togetherness, the meaning of living together, and the codependency between various beings, not only between human beings but also with all the possible entities in the planet and the universe. And my artworks in the show are revolving around the atmosphere and notions. Regarding the title of the show, Crystal Turbulence is related to the ever-changing nature of the surfaces of crystal figure and its power of reflecting light to every directions. Due to its multifaceted features of the crystal, it also reminds me of the nature of complex aspect of spatial temporality. And turbulence here can be read also as the multifaceted spatio-temporal turbulences that occur in my works, not only the direct connotation of the turbulence of water. Here in the exhibition, I show 4 pieces of media works. 1 is 2-channel video, and 3 are single-channel videos. 3 pieces are revolving around a fictitious space called Ceresal Underwater Lab, while the other one is more related to my previous piece called Porosity Valley series. When you enter the space, you first encounter a pillar, and there's the 2-channel video called The Underwater Response, made in 2021. In this sci-fi work, you'll see young Muslim woman Marvel Aldesky undergoes an interview with an AI called Ceresal to East Sea in South Korea. The next project in the space is At the Ceresal Underwater Lab, a single-channel video made in 2020. The one was made earlier than the Underwater Response, but this contains more future events than the commented work. Here you encounter female protagonist called Sohaila, a former humanitarian status holder in this fiction, who left Yemen escaping the Yemen war. You can see how she collaborates with the AI Ceresal and how she reflects her life back in 2020 during the pandemic from the future perspective. The third project that is located on the other side of the wall is called In Search of Heterogenetics, a voice transforming lecture performance from 2020. In this project, my own voice functions a very important role, as I become the performer who transforms the voice digitally in many ways throughout the performance. It's a performance about the notion of storytelling itself and the power of fiction making and myth making. The final work in a monitor hung from the ceiling is called Ceresal Underwater Lab Guided Tour. This is a documentation of a live VR chat lecture performance in 2022. This is the most recent project about Ceresal Underwater Lab. I made the guided tour in VR Chat, a social VR platform, and the audiences are invited to visit the Ceresal Underwater Lab. But at the same time, I keep talking about impossible senses such as tangibility and smelling sense in this extended reality. So this is my introduction. Thank you so much again, and hope you enjoy the show.